No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a team from the American, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Dukes will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ingram. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Street. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the move, it's Westbrook. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Ramsey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Ramsey. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. DB's right up on the receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drifted inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, James Madison. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run play action. On the move to his left. Unleashes one. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Going to try. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing a two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Floating away. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They're testing the right side here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ingram. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The short hands. It's Ingram. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Trying to run, it's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Louisiana Tech, 21.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quick strike complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. After 45 on his way. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dukes. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback running on the draw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.